Uh-oh. 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 Okay, there we go. What is up, guys? So, quick video on if you are on a plant-based diet, how you can do this when you are living with your family and when you guys are going out to eat. Basically, two pieces of advice I can give is one thing you can do is eat a plant-based meal before you go out. This is one way to go about making sure you have, all the nutrients that you're looking for, especially if you're an athlete. Make sure you're getting that complete meal first, and then when you go out to eat, you can, who knows what the restaurant has. Maybe it's not really, maybe it doesn't really cater to plant-based, plant-based diets. This way, you're getting your nutrients in before you go out, and then maybe at least if you're eating, just socially, you could have a salad or something as close to plant-based as you can, even if they don't have, a lot of plant-based options. The second thing to do is to be flexible with the menu. So a lot of restaurants are very willing to cater to you in your diet, because a lot of being in the service industry, this is not the case for all the restaurants, but a lot of restaurants, they want to help you out. They want to give you something that is that you can eat and enjoy. So for example, there's this Indian restaurant I really love, and a lot of Indian food is made with milk, is made with dairy, and even though it's vegetarian, it's not necessarily vegan. But we just mentioned, hey, would it be possible if we could get this made with, instead of milk, like some alternative? And they are more than willing to do it, because plant-based diets are more popular. Like, they are, a lot of these restaurants are familiar with how to do that, which is very, very cool. So it might, when I first started doing it years ago, I thought I was being impolite, and it's really not. Like, a lot of these people working at these restaurants are actually quite fascinated at, like, something, a different sort of diet. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, no. And a lot of them have actually had to accommodate before. So, because a lot of people do have certain different allergies. Even, I remember I was at this Indian restaurant, and they're like, do you want oil-free? Do you want gluten-free? I was like, holy cow, like, they've had a lot of different people with a lot of different accommodations in this restaurant. So that's another thing you can do, is just, feel comfortable asking, because the people in these restaurants have probably done before at this point, especially like in this day and age, and they're more than willing to do it. Thirdly, be creative with the menu. You know what I mean? So, like, you might see that, one dish has like cashews in it, and maybe the salad doesn't come with cashews, but you notice that like another dish has cashews. So you can be like, hey, I noticed that there's cashews in this dish, and I noticed you have a salad over here. Could you put the cashews? Could you just add cashews to my salad? So if you notice like a list of different vegetables or different nuts and seeds or different types of foods that you like in specific, on specific entrees, just ask if you could get them served with your entree. So generally, again, they're open. A lot of these restaurants are open to experimenting and then just kind of coming up with the price for whatever your food, whatever you decided to get. And most of the time, it's pretty reasonable. So especially like if it's a salad and you're just trying to add different sorts of protein, like garbanzo beans or different types of food. Usually, if you're lucky, like I said, if you're fortunate, a lot of these restaurants do accommodate, and the food is delicious and it's very complete. But like going back to that early piece of advice, just to be safe, sometimes just getting a meal in before, or a smoothie, or even if you're traveling, some sort of some sort of fruit or some sort of snack, and or some sort of vegan bar. Like that is a helpful thing, just in case the restaurant that you're going to only has very, very limited amount of options for you. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I actually picked up a lot of this information off of YouTube years ago and through my own experiences. So thank you to all those videos I watched, all those YouTubers, and yeah, and all those experiences I had where I learned this. So cool beans, peace, have a good one.